Hi guys, today we're gonna look at new 2017 Jeep Compass. It looks very different from the previous year model, so let's look at it and take a test drive. The car looks very different. Finally, in this model, the wheel adjustment is not just tilt but also telescopic, which I find really nice. The previous model was really missing it. And overall, the interior looks nice. I like it. We've already seen the exterior, so now let's look at the interior. Let's look at the trunk first. By the way, it's full of some crap, but that's okay. We can still look at it. You can still see how big it is. It's actually not bigger. I don't find it any bigger than 2016 Jeep Compass. It is the same, absolutely the same size. This is it, guys. That means I see no changes to this model year. Let's look at the back seats.
Well, the back looks fine. I'm gonna sit in there, and everybody could see that there is pretty much enough room in here. And what I like about it is that the third passenger does not have the stupid cup holders anymore. You can put your feet in there if you want. You don't have to sit like this anymore because there are cup holders in the previous version. This car now, it is comfortable for a third passenger, kind of. Maybe not as comfortable as sitting in the front or on the side, but it's still better than before. That's exactly what I can tell you now. But I'm not going to ride in the back. But what I see, there is still enough legroom here, enough legroom here, and enough legroom here. It's really good. So I find it way better. And the doors, they don't look that thick anymore because the previous Compass, the doors were like this wide. What was in there? I don't know. It's just a wasted space. Now they kind of made the car looking bigger from the interior side, which is way better. Anyway, of course we have a 4x4.
Well, at the end of the day, it's a Jeep. Now look over here. Look, now they put Jeep logo inside the mirrors, right on the mirror. The hood and the roof of the car are now black, regardless of the color you choose. So this Jeep Compass is white.
Let's see how this thing drives. Start. So what we got here, we got radio, we have AM, FM, and of course Sirius XM. So satellite radio. And we can see what we have on the media. You can plug in the USB flash drive or AUX, so you can plug in any device and play it here. Since we have no devices, it asks us to connect a device. Now climate control, this is not the top of the line version, but it already has climate control, and you can actually change it here or you can change it here. There are two ways of changing it, so you don't have to go to this screen to actually set the temperature. So we got the apps, you can connect your phone with the Bluetooth. There's a lot of settings, by the way, and you can have a compass. The entire screen of compass, so while you drive, it shows you which direction you're actually driving. That's the whole thing of compass. Now with the settings, this thing has a lot of settings now, but for North America, you can only switch to English, French, or Espanol, right? Now, display, there's a lot of features that you can just tweak in here. You can cancel the beeps if you don't like them, stuff like that, pop-up displays.
Let's just go through the units. So here you can actually change to metric, or you can change to custom. So some of the units could be metric and some of the units could stay imperial. And custom, it actually shows up right here. So if you don't like the fuel in US style, you can change it to liters per 100 kilometers like people in Europe do. Pressure, you can change it to bars, pascals, and psi. So we're staying at psi, same as temperature, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Now distance can be changed to kilometers, so anything. And by the way, over here, your speed, if you press OK button, the speed will change. You can see mph change to km. That's kilometers per hour. You do it again, it's miles per hour again. So easy switch right here. I don't know who's gonna use it. Why there's such a shortcut here. I don't think it's really required to have, but it's here. Okay, it's right on the steering. So you have a digital speedometer and you have a regular speedometer right in front of you, both of them, if you like, because there are other features here. Vehicle info. You can see the pressure on each wheel. That's new for 2017. Now you can see coolant temperature, you can see transmission temperature, oil temperature. Oil temperature doesn't show any degree, any Fahrenheit degrees or anything. It just shows you the limits, right? Because this temperature shows you exactly what the temperature is. Here there's nothing, just oil temp. Well, it's in the middle, so I guess it's good, right? Now battery voltage, you can see. What else you can see? Oh, that's it, it's done. It's 8 or 9 menus here. Fuel economy, and you can see what, oh, there's nothing else here. So we're going to the next. There's trip, 2 different trips. Okay, it's just 2. Next one is stop and start. I don't know what, stop and start, not ready. But we already started. I don't understand what this menu is really about.
I think
so
when you start driving, then it would.
Yeah, maybe that would change. Now messages, I think it has to do something
Text
with Bluetooth.
message,
When you receive text message, it may pop up in here. I'm not sure, but maybe that's what it is. Screen setup, so you can press OK to enter screen setup. Upper right, restore screen. Okay, so you can actually change things around on the screen. It's all customizable. But how do we go back? Okay, it says press left to exit, so we exit, right? Then next is settings, vehicle settings. Again, display safety and assistance, but I can see the same here. So we're just gonna step out of here. Alright, so it's 8 menus, 8 items in the menu that you can go through. Well, we can go back here. So we were here, right, in units. Now we can go to voice. It will actually give you a choice of the response to your commands, if it's brief or if it's detailed, stuff like that, right? Now clock and date, I just did my favorite. I changed to 24 hours. It could be 4:29 p.m. or it could be the way I like it. Yeah, it's called military time in America. In any other country, it's normal time that people use. Now, safety assistance. The only thing we have here is active backup camera guidance. It is what you've seen when it turns like this, when you turn the wheel, right? Yeah. So you can turn it off if you don't like it.
I think if you put it on reverse.
Yeah, if you put it in reverse, now I turn it off, so it's not here. Now, when I turn it on, you can see it. The guidance came up and it turns together with the wheel simultaneously. So it shows you where the car is approximately going to go to if you turn a certain degree. And camera delay, well, since it's on parking, it goes off right away. But if you switch to reverse, the camera turns on. When you switch to drive, the camera is still on until you reach the speed of probably 10 miles an hour. Now you can change that. If you don't like it, you can turn it off, which is nice. I found it nice. I actually keep it here. I keep it in my car as well. Oh, there's a bunch of other things here. Look, auto parking brake. So you can actually, when you park, it will set the parking brake automatically when you exit the vehicle. That's cool. But I don't know. I don't like it here maybe because I'm just not used to it.
Yeah.
What is brake service anyway? Would you like to retract park brakes to allow
For service.
Yes,
Wow. Okay, we're not gonna do anything like that. But yeah, lights. So here, wow, there's a lot of options here. You can do the headlight delay, maybe 30 seconds is minimum. Okay, headlight sensitivity. Well, I would put it the highest. Oh well, is this the highest or is this the lowest? It's probably the highest here.
The tree should be highest.
Now there's greeting lights, daytime running lights, all that stuff, and you can actually change it. This is there's way more changes.
What is this? The engine off options.
Engine off options, headlight off delay, radio off delay, radio off with door. Oh, wow, so it has nothing to do with engine.
Okay,
it has to do with that's what it says, engine off.
Okay.
So what happens when you turn off the engine? It's set to radio to turn off. Audio? What's audio? Oh, okay, just regular settings that any car has these days. So there's nothing to see here. Phone Bluetooth, obviously you can set up pop-ups, all that. Okay, so you can set up the phone. Is there more options here? Clear personal data, Sirius XM, that's for the radio. So there's nothing else in here. So I think we went through all the menus in here. Now let's see. This car has got the options just like in Jeep Grand Cherokee. We have a choice of snow, sand, mud, or rock, so you can change between them. Just like in Jeep Grand Cherokee. Probably Cherokee has it too, most likely. So you can change in between the modes. That's cool. Now they have regular outlet. I don't see the 120 volt outlet anymore like I've seen in previous Jeep Compass, like the one I have, but maybe it comes in different versions. So I can tell you this is super small, way smaller than the previous model. You can't really store anything in here. Now the glove box, it's probably about the same size as before. It's not too small, but some Hondas have way bigger than this. But it's okay. I mean, it's not that small. It's not too small to be upset about it. Now, 2 cup holders, and what we have are 2 vents in here. And now you can see this is new for 2017. There are 2 vents for the passengers sitting in the rear for passenger comfort. So I really see that there's more passenger comfort. They thought more about passengers sitting in the rear. Let's see how this thing drives. You see the camera, but I have to tell you, the camera seems like 1999 here, right?
Yeah, the
it's probably it's a 360 pixels on YouTube. Other than that, I mean, you can still see stuff, so it's still useful, but the quality just sucks. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drive. And we'll drive, we'll go, where are we gonna go? Look, you can turn left or right from this lane. I didn't know that. Oh, the sign says the same. That's cool. I just want to go on the highway and then we'll come back. You see what happens? This car has a new feature. The engine cuts off when you stop, let's say in front of a red light or anything else, and then when you're ready to go, the engine starts again. I personally don't like it. There is a button here, right here, you can turn it on, but what I don't like about it, you can never turn it off for life. Every time you start the engine, this feature is on again, and you have to turn it off every time you start the engine if you don't like this. Every time you start the car. So far, I don't like this because I don't know, I don't feel comfortable when the light turns green and you press the gas, press the pedal. There is a delay in between the time when you press the gas and then the car finally starts driving, and I don't like it. So we're gonna turn that off. And we are on the highway. So far, I've been driving it for maybe 5 or 6 miles today, first time. I have to tell you guys that this car feels a little bit underpowered. It could have more power. I don't know the details. I actually don't know how much power it has. I didn't read about it. But you can all find this information online, that's easy, so we're not gonna go into those details. The purpose of this video is just to share the first impression of the car that I have, since I never driven this car before. If you remember, we have seen it in the auto show, but of course you can't drive it in the auto show. You can just sit there and look at it and turn all the knobs and bells and whistles, but you can't really drive the car in the auto show. So here is at least my first time driving it today. The car feels nice. The car feels way better than the previous model, way better than 2016. It's way better inside, nice interior. It feels good. I don't know about the quality because it's still a Jeep, and the resale value is probably going to be much less than any Japanese car of the same kind. But it drives nice, it feels nice, and well, if they gave a good price for, let's say, leasing these kind of cars, well, why not to lease it? Because when you lease, you don't really care how much it costs at the end after 3 years or after 5 years, because it's not your problem to sell it anyway. So I would probably get it for a lease. It feels good, although it's a little underpowered, but I drive underpowered Honda CR-V for years and I have no problem with that. So underpower is not my issue. I'm fine with that. What I care about is the comfort of the driver and comfort of the passenger, which I find here I find it nice here. And once again, we're gonna take it to the highway right now. Okay, so we're now gonna go crazy. Oh, no, not here. All this crap in the trunk is shifting, because shift happens. I would say 0 to 60 is probably no less than 10 seconds. It could be more than that. But otherwise on the highway it feels fine. It feels good. And the soundproofing seems to be probably not better than previous model, but previous model I didn't have issues with it. It's not too loud inside the cabin while you drive 60 miles an hour or any similar speed. So this is the car, and this was unprofessional review of 2017 Jeep Compass.
Honest review.
At least it was honest.
Yes.
So you guys have a nice day. Bye.